Morning everybody, Miss Parker here. I hope everybody's staying healthy and busy. I'm going to be posting some drawing videos so that we can draw along with each other just like we would in art class. Most of the videos will have very simple materials involved since I don't know what materials everybody has available to them, and you can use whatever you've got. You don't have to use the same things that I am using. I'm so excited to be able to share these videos with you. For today's drawing tutorial, we're going to be doing a continuous line drawing. That means that once you start drawing, you don't pick up your pencil, marker, crayon, whatever you're drawing with until the entire drawing is finished. It's not gonna look realistic. It's sort of like when you draw with an Etch-a-Sketch. Today's drawing is going to be of a fish. For today's drawing, you're going to need paper, something to draw with, and then whatever you want to color it in. You can use crayons, markers, colored pencils, or even paint or oil pastels if you have them. So pause the video, go get your supplies, and then come right back here. Hey guys, we're going to be doing a continuous line drawing of a fish today. Now a continuous line drawing means you start drawing one line and you don't pick up your writing utensil until the entire drawing is finished. For this, you're going to need some paper. You're going to need something to draw with. It could be a marker, it could be a pencil, crayons, colored pencils, whatever you have available. I'm gonna use a marker to make it easier to see. And I also am using just regular printer paper, and I have more than one piece of paper here because my marker may bleed through the paper and I don't want it to ruin my table. Also, my table's a little bit bumpy and that will prevent the bumps from coming through my paper while I'm drawing. Now your challenge is not to lift your marker, pencil, whatever, until the entire drawing is finished. If you need to, you can pause the video at any time, go back and rewind it. I recommend watching the entire video all the way through before you get started so you know what to expect. So, to begin, I'm going to be starting over on the right-hand side of the paper, not all the way off the paper, but over on the side. And we're gonna start with the fish's body, and I'm gonna draw a big curved line up and curve it back around so it kind of makes a teardrop shape. Now with a continuous line drawing, you want to draw everything a few times, and you'll notice when I'm drawing it again and again, I'm not staying directly on the lines I drew before, and that is actually intentional. Once I have the fish's body, I'm gonna come over here, make a curved line, and bring it back in for a tail. Now if I don't like it and I wanted to make it bigger, I could actually draw my next lines and try to fix that problem. Like that's really kind of lumpy there. Round it. I want this to come out this a little bit. And all those extra lines are just gonna add to the texture and details and design of my fish. Now I'm going to have to sort of think of this like an Etch-a-Sketch. In order to draw the fin, I'm gonna trace back along this fish body line and then come up here and add a fin to the top. Go over that again. Travel around the front of the fish, and I have to add the fin to the bottom. Go over that a couple times. And then starting right in between these two fins, I'm just going to draw a line that separates the head of the fish from the back of the fish. Now we're going to be adding scales to this, so you're going to draw some U shapes, just curved lines, following along your fish's body. I'm traveling up here to make a second row. They can be as big or small as you want, fat, skinny, it doesn't matter. And I travel up a little bit. The whole challenge is you never pick up your marker. If you pause your marker in one space, be careful, it will bleed through to the other papers. But if you're not using a marker, you don't have to worry about that. Sorry if my left hand covers up the drawing sometimes. I'll try to move it out of the way. Doing these to fill it up. You'll notice that your arm or your hand get a little bit more tired doing drawings like these because you never stop to let it rest. Now that I'm at the end, I'm going to give our tail some designs. Now for this one, I'm just going to do a jagged zigzag line. Of course, if you want to do another pattern, a line design, you're more than welcome to. When this is finished, I'll show you some other fish that I've already drawn that have different designs than this one. And when I finish with this tail pattern, I'm going to travel along the fish's body. And then I'm going to give this fin a little bit of a design. I might do zigzags in this one too. Travel around to the top fin. Give that a zigzag pattern. Now we have to give our fish a face. So travel down about halfway along the face area, come in and draw a swirl line, make it dark, and then travel back along that line. It kind of gives them a crazy eye look. And then I'm gonna give my fish some little kissy lips. Some people decide to just give it more of a fish smile, like if you were doing like a goldfish cracker. Then to fill in the face, just start doing a traveling curl line. Just have your line travel a little bit and curl around, filling in this extra space here. I expect everybody's fish to look different. And last, I'm gonna go right out where these kissy lips are, and I'm gonna make some bubbles. A stream of bubbles coming out of the fish's mouth. And then I'm done. Now, everybody's fish should look a little bit different. You could choose different patterns for the tail. Your scales may look a little bit different. Your fish may be bigger than mine, fatter, skinnier, longer, shorter. All of those are fine. Here is a pencil drawing of one that I did earlier when I was just playing around. And here's a completed colored in version. You can color yours in using any supplies you have. I happen to have some crayons on hand. You could use colored pencils. And unfortunately, I left my markers at school, but if you have markers on hand, you can use those as well. When you're finished with your picture, please take a picture of it and upload it to our assignments page. If you're having trouble with that, you can also email it to me. My email address is on our team. I can't wait to see your drawings.